Alrighty, as we continue to look at concepts and principles, in this case, in the Christian Kenpo system, is dominating spear. Second technique in yellow belt, and looking at method, catalyst intent, weapons to targets, concepts and principles, and the lessons contained in the technique. Now, dominating spear is defense against a right step-in punch. That is the catalyst. The intent is the left cross, as we just saw in attacking mace. It is a now attack. Our attacks are split up into nows and whens then. This is a now. It's punch, a kick, a knife, a club, and a gun, or a gun. It is in the green position on the clock principle, so from 12 to either 9:30 or 2:30 on the clock is the green zone for attacks. It also includes a double factor parry and double negative body postures that we're going to talk about in the lessons and concepts and principles contained in this technique. First off, let's talk about the method by which we are going to use our lower half to get us in a position to defend ourselves. Once again, I know the attack is coming. I'm going to pre-position one, right foot forward. I'm going to create distance. Distance becomes my friend, whether it's going into a zone of sanctuary or going out to a zone of sanctuary. Distance is my friend. I'm going to shift weight to my right leg and push off to perform a step drag reverse to create distance. Once again, using method in a foot maneuver formula, I'm going to shift weight, tension, and move. That helps create the distance that I'm going to need to be able to defend against this catalyst and intent. Now let's talk about the weapons to targets for a moment before Jarrett comes out and we show it on a body. Once again, the attack is coming straight to my face. I'm going to shift weight, and as I step back, my inward parry begins. Now, this does not have to touch the target, as we've already talked about, but it needs to serve as a gauge for how fast and close Jarrett is going to be coming in. As I settle, my outward parry comes up and continues to ride the motion. At this point, my left hand is going to remain here as a check as I poke the eyes. I'm going to then use frictional pull and pull Jarrett down and in a double negative body posture as I step drag back in and punch to the body. I'm going to push him continually towards his third leg as I go to a cat stance and kick either the floating ribs or the bladder, whatever target is open, as I then find my path of escape at a 45-degree angle away from my opponent. Once again, let me do it from another angle in the air, and then I'll grab Jarrett to show you. Once again, from this direction being my 12 o'clock, I shift weight, flexion, there's tension in my knee and thigh. I push off as I begin my double factor parry. Left inward, right outward as I settle. Poke. Frictional pull down and in with the punch to the floating ribs or kidney. Push off to his third leg, kick, and either step to 4:30 or 7:30 with a double cross out. I'm going to go and have Jarrett come up, and we're going to do this technique so you can see. We're going to go from this direction, just get this way so they can actually see you. So it's going to be a right step in punch. He's going to gauge arm to show that if I don't move, that's going to be in my face. So I need to get out of the way. Distance is my friend. We're going to do the first move to show the distance that is gained in the first maneuver. I'm going to shift weight as he steps in, as I step back. I'm going to slip that punch. This is where the inward to outward parry shows now instead of going from my 12, he's now going to be going towards his 10:30, my 7:30. As his weight continues to come, I'm going to continue the double factor parry motion. Going to poke the eyes. Now, if you guys know finger set, he's got glasses. I'm going to go ahead and take them off first, drop them, and then continue back using an inward-outward slice. Because he's got glasses and I want to get the eyes. Or if I don't want to bother with the glasses, I'm going to slice across his forehead, causing blood and other fluids to drip down into his eyes, in which he's going to bring his hands up in defensive motion to continue the technique. So if I slice, hands go to the face, which allows me then to strike to the floating ribs or to the kidney. I'm going to push him towards his third leg, which we talked about. Send him on his way, and then out. Once again, from another direction, let us do it this way. He's going to take the glasses off. I wasn't going to drop them on the floor.
Oh, I know.
I know. Gauge arm. And so once again, I'm going to step back with the double factor parry. I'm going to poke, either 2-finger compound poke or 4-finger compound poke to the eyes. I'm going to use frictional pull and a downward inward descending check to bring him into that either thrust punch or 45-degree punch to the kidney or floating ribs. I'm going to push him on his way towards his third leg, kick, and cross and cover out. So what lessons have been contained in this? We've looked at the now attack, green zone, double factor parry, and the double negative body posture and position. Those are the concepts and principles and lessons contained in Dominating Spear. I hope that you have learned something that can apply, whether it's concepts or principles, the catalysts and intent, or weapons to targets from this technique, and apply them to American Kenpo, Christian Kenpo, Kaji Kenpo, or any other system that you practice. Learn it, understand it, and teach it. Thank you. Bye.